Did you hear about the Simpsons resigning the choking Bart gag? Resigning the choking Bart gag. What do you mean, like where Homer strangles him? And what do you mean resigning it? Like they're getting rid of it? Oh, that is what you mean. Homer will no longer strangle son Bart in The Simpsons. Why are they making like an announcement about it? After 34 years on air and more than 750 episodes produced, The Simpsons could be expected to be stuck in its ways, yet a new edition of the much-loved cartoon has shown its willingness to keep moving with culture that surrounds it. As patriarch Homer Simpson is revealed, he no longer strangles his son Bart. What the fuck is this? As patriarch Homer Simpson reveals he no longer strangles his son Bart. What is that line? What is that line? That is a wild one. A running joke in the animated series has involved Homer reprimanding his mischievous eldest son by squeezing his neck tightly to the extent that Bart's eyes bulge and his tongue sticks out. Despite being one of the most recognizable features of Homer and Bart's father-son dynamic, the action has been frequently criticized for its brutality. By who? Who? I've never seen that criticism. It's a fucking cartoon. Watch an episode of Tom and Jerry if you want brutality. Tom and Jerry is fucking 20,000 times more brutal than just the strangling. Who is making that statement? Nobody. We're making things up. That doesn't happen. In the third episode of season 35, titled McMansion and Wife, Homer declares that he's changed his ways when he and his wife Marge pay a visit to their new neighbor Thayer. When Homer introduces himself with a handshake, the new character remarks how firm Homer's grip is. "See, Marge? Strangling the boy paid off," Homer remarks before adding, "Just kidding. I don't do that anymore. Times have changed." It's so on the nose. What the fuck? Excuse me, audience. I must declare that strangling your child is unacceptable, and I apologize. Okay. This can't be real. Is this real? I'm gonna have to fucking watch the episode now. This is just making something out of absolutely nothing. This has to play into some kind of punchline in the episode. An interesting question, Arctic. And yeah, I heard Jay. The episode first aired last month, October 22nd, but the remark from Homer generated an online conversation when the scene was posted by a viewer on X, formerly Twitter, on Thursday. Took them long enough, LMAO. In response, other fans of the show commended Homer acknowledging his disturbing actions towards Bart. One comment reads, "I knew my man Homer was going to learn." It's a fucking cartoon that's meant to just be silly and over the top and critiquing things. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? It's just a cartoon. How do people like this exist? I knew my man Homer was gonna learn. What the fuck? Obviously strangling your son's bad, which is why it's framed as a bad thing in the show. He's not like commended for it as a hero. It's not like he strangles his son and then the mayor comes out and pats him on the ass and says, "Good parenting, Homer. Please take this medal." They're not encouraging it. This is so silly. The last time Homer was depicted strangling Bart was in season 31, 2019 to 2020. However, the topic of parent-child violence has been covered on several occasions before that. In season 22 episode Love is a Mini Strangled Thing, Homer attends a fathering enrichment class after encouragement from Marge. During the class, a towering basketball player, played by real-life former NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, teaches Homer what it feels like to be young, small, and terrified by strangling him and inviting others to do the same. That's a great joke on it, but you don't have to make the statement, "I don't strangle children anymore." Like, whatever. It's just a fucking cartoon. It's obviously framed in a not great light already. Thanks for that, Ooga Booga. Traumatized by his experience, Homer later finds that he's unable to strangle Bart. However, in season 24, Love is a Mini Splintered Thing, Homer resumes his punishment method and is shown choking Bart in front of his friend Milhouse, who finds the ordeal frightening. Although The Simpsons has been praised for acknowledging the end of this running joke, the program has previously come under fire for its handling of the controversial character Apu. Who is praising it? 4 people on Twitter? It's just such a mountain out of a molehill. And I remember all the Apu stuff. That one's not new. But this strangling Bart thing is new to me. First I heard of that. I think the joke is them making fun of how soft the world is. I don't know. I wouldn't give them that credit. I don't think that's what they're doing. Let me see. Let me watch the clip. Let's see.
Whoa, that's quite a grip.
See, Marge? Strangling the boy has paid off.
Great time to buffer.
I don't do that anymore. Times have changed.
Well, that's not the whole scene, so I can't really get a good gauge on it. Like, that should lead into a punchline. He doesn't have to keep strangling Bart. I mean, every gag runs its course. Nothing wrong with putting that one out. Take it behind the barn, put her down. But it's not like you need to be like, oh, times have changed. It's really inappropriate to strangle children. It's like it was inappropriate back then too, but it's a joke. It's a cartoon. That's the joke. No one's actually getting strangled. You're not promoting it. Like, it's not that deep. The joke was that he had a good handshake because of strangling Bart. Yeah, that would have been a fine joke. It's just the don't do that anymore, times have changed thing. Which seems more like just a general statement on why it's absent from the show in modern seasons. But again, the whole scene's not there. Maybe it does lead into a joke. I don't know. I don't watch Family Guy anymore. Meg's not a punching bag anymore. Right? I don't think they still just make Meg jokes all the time. Maybe they do. I don't know.